What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more Danmachi. Now, this is the weekly news video. It is a little bit different because we do not have the English translated cells. I kind of held off for a little bit, thinking they might drop a little bit later, but they never did drop. So we are going to have the Japanese cells, and I'll do the best I can to translate these. But basically, the main thing you want to start off here knowing the Pop Idol event is back. Now, I'm going to cover this in a little bit more detail in tomorrow's Before You Summon video, because there's some good units on here. Case in point, all three of these units are absolutely fantastic at the moment, but I don't have confidence that they're going to keep up with the power creep. So before you summon on this, take a lot of things into consideration. I'll cover all of this. Tomorrow's Before You Summon video, I think, is going to be a huge video, because, I mean, if nothing else, I think having at least one of her, if you don't have her at all, is a huge asset. But really, like, all these units are really good. But how good they're going to be even 3 months from now is a hard question to answer. But we'll get into that tomorrow. Do know, however, that there is a new banner coming, and this banner you are going to want to hit. First of all, there's only 2 units on this banner. Okay? That's first and foremost. That generally is going to tell you that these are... Well, this banner is going to pay out way better than any of those other banners. Now, let's start off by talking about the new OSFI Unix. This new OSFI unit is really awesome. First things first, really awesome strength stat, really awesome magic stat. Both are double S. We don't see that terribly often. That agility stat is off the chain, and the best part about that is her first skill not only has this like crazy 1130 agility, it's also an all allies fast AoE resistance buff. It's a 35% AoE resistance buff with already crazy agility and on a fast skill. So if you're a War Games person, this is an awesome unit that I think is going to, well, basically bring stall teams back into prominence. Because, once again, skill 1, allies, fast, buff for 4 turns, AoE resistance plus 35%. Gain 3 additional actions of allies, 30% heal for 2 turns, and guard rate 20%. I'm going to guess the guard rate 20% and the heal are both. Well, no. It wouldn't make sense for the guard rate to be 2 turns. It's a hard one, because there's a combo before the guard rate. We'll see how that works out. But either way, it's for 3 actions. It really doesn't matter if it's for 2 turns or not. It's a weird thing that those extra actions get a 2-turn modifier, but I guess actually no, because if she does ever SA, which, we'll talk about all this in tomorrow's Before You Summon video, but it's a really interesting skill. I'm going to spend some time tomorrow analyzing that skill, because I think that is a really interesting, all new, really amazing skill for Wargame, and it's going to kind of bring stall teams back, like I said before. So, neither here nor there. Awesome skill. It's a 40 MP cost, so not even all that expensive to get off. Skill 2 is a 55 MP cost, foes plural super earth magic attack with temporary magic buff, ultra penetration rate, and reduces debuffs on allies by 2 turns. Basically half of that last skill 3 on Winter Haruhime. Once again, she's going to be really awesome for Wargame. I'll cover that in more detail tomorrow, but for now, just really start considering what you want to do. Now, the only thing I will say is her MP is a little on the low side. 294 isn't the greatest, so there is going to be a bit of an MP cost to her, but there was ways to offset that. Skill 3, 41 MP cost. Foe singular, super earth magic attack with ultra critical rate for every guard rate buff on herself, skill damage plus 40%. We already know how all those work. Special arts. Foes plural, ultra magic earth attack with great temporary magic boost, ultra critical rate. I think it's the first great boost we've seen on magic, interestingly enough. I think that is. Ultra critical rate for 1 turn, allies AoE resistance plus 50%. So this is a hard call on that one, how that's going to work with Wargame. We'll have to talk about that tomorrow. There are other events where that's going to work. Once again, tune in tomorrow for the Before You Summon video. We're going to analyze her in a lot of detail. I think we're probably going to spend like maybe close to 10 minutes just talking about her unit and what it means for the game. Because I think those of you that are free to play, you're really going to want this unit. Trust me on that one. Passives are Thunder Resist plus 35%. Counters are Earth Element damage. Guard damage reduced by 30%, which is really awesome. Physical Resist and Magic Resist plus 20%. Magic and Agility plus 30%. So, and apparently she's an insect killer. So maybe expect one of the new upcoming events to be insects. Maybe. Interesting unit. Now, let's talk about Lulune. Because she's also, well, it's hard to say like she's hyped. Because after Osfi, I think Osfi's really crazy. But really interesting because I think this is the first unit we've ever gotten of her in the game. And she's been in the story mode like basically since the beginning. So I think the first unit we've gotten for her. Skill 1, 38 MP cost, is a foes, plural, high earth magic attack with ultra encounter rate. Gain 2 additional actions, foes, low earth magic attack. Nothing really crazy to write home about there. It's a thing. But it is kind of keeping with that kind of magic meta we've had. Skill 2, 47 MP cost, foes, plural, fast, mid-earth magic attack with temporary magic boost. For 2 turns, self-magic and earth damage plus 60%. Remember, if you're thinking buff stacks, you're going to go skill 2, then skill 1. And then basically back to skill 1. Basically, you're going to do skill 2 and then just spam skill 1 if you're going for an AoE event. Once again, questionable. But something tells me there's more to her than what we see on the surface. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Skill 3 is a 42 MP cost, super earth, magic attack with ultra penetration and temporary great magic boost. Now here's where she starts to fall apart for me. She doesn't really have a very good single target attack, whereas, you know, the Osfi has 40% per guard rate. I like to see those percentage boosts. That really tells me her single target is going to be very weak. So maybe she's not as hype as I kind of... Something about her tells me she's going to be interesting, but maybe I'm reading too much into this. Special arts, foes, plural, ultra earth magic attack with temporary magic boost, ultra penetration rate for 3 turns, self, magic, agility, and earth attack damage plus 60%. Sounds pretty decent. Not end of the world stuff though. 60% is kind of like that's a meta that we would expect to be for all allies. So once again, I just feel like there's probably more to her than I'm realizing, but maybe not. Really awesome stat though. Triple S magic stat. Decent agility. I mean, there's a double S agility stat. Let's not, beat around the bush about that. It's just over 1,000. It's really good. HP is just a little lower than our previous unit, but still really close to 4,000. MP is like 100 higher. MP is really, really good. Defense is slightly lower than Osfi, but once again, I think Osfi is really kind of made to tank and to heal, so do take that with a grain of salt. So 2 interesting units. I really feel like Osfi is the best unit on this banner, and make no mistake, I will be going after Osfi 100%. I am not going to waste any time chasing that unit, personally. But we'll talk about it a little bit more in tomorrow's video. Passives for Lulune are Thunder Resistance plus 35%, counters are Earth Element damage, Magic Agility and Dex plus 25%, counter damage plus 50%, penetration damage plus 15%, and she's also an insect killer. So maybe we'll have to see what the new banners coming out shortly are, but there might be some more insect killers in there. Alright, moving on from the units, we are getting an update, and that is the 10.3.3 update. This is going to include the SA skip button. You can actually forfeit a wargame match, and adding more stuff to the story digest. So good update. Once again, the SA skip button, I've heard a lot of people say they're going to utilize that. I don't know if I'm going to, because I really like the way it looks, but I guess if you're doing like, quickie runs and stuff like that, maybe the SAs would get in the way. I could kind of see that. Here's the fun one. Season 3 Countdown Login bonus. Now, this will probably take place Friday, because I think Friday we're going to be like 1 week away from this. So Start preparing, start planning. But look at that. 10 Hero Fallen on the first day, 50 Iris, 5 Ascension Fallen, 50 more Iris, 3 Hero Lights, and then another 50 Iris, and then a free 4-star 11 draw ticket. Log in every day. I'm just saying, if you don't log in, you miss out on any of these things. Ain't my fault. I told y'all. That is absolutely spectacular. This is a game that just keeps on giving, man. I love it so much. Familia Rush is dropping this week. We have all the details on it here. I'll drop a video tomorrow just specifically talking about this in a little bit more detail. But the quick and the dirty of it here. Foe 1, this, and I believe these are all going to be Aqua types. Foe 1 does fire, magic attack, and physical attack. Can stun, so you need stun anklets or some kind of stun resistance on this. Buffs its own guard rate, and buffs its own critical rates. So removing those critical rates and guard rates would be really nice. Fire and wind resistance is up 40%. Earth, thunder, and light are 0. Water resistance is down 40%. And once again, it's an aqua type, so if you have aqua killers, go ham. Physical resistance, minus 20%. Magic resistance, plus 40%. So a physical water unit is going to be your best unit on here. Physical water AoE is easily going to be your best unit here. No questions asked. So that's stage 1. Stage 2, Thunder Magic Attack, also can stun. Buffs its own strength and agility. Debuffs your team's strength and magic. So you need to remove those strength and magic debuffs. You want to get through this quickly. Thunder resistance, plus 30%. Dark resistance, plus 20%. Fire, wind, water, all 0. Light resistance, down 20%. Earth resistance, down 50%. So start playing those earth teams. Physical 0, magic down 20. So you want an AoE magic earth team. Interesting. I think that's gonna be a tough team to make. Maybe that's what they're trying to. Oh, we'll see. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in the video tomorrow. Stage 3. This is the big dog. Oh no, I take it back. Stage 1. Stage 2 is an insect type, not an aqua type. Stage 1 should still be an aqua type because it's those crabs. So I think that's an aqua type that is not noted. This is an insect type, small correction there. And then this is once again back to an aqua type. Thunder Magic Attack, Water Magic Attack, and Elementless Physical Attack. Interesting. Cancel your allies. Debuffs your team's endurance. It's no fun. Fire, Dark Resistance, plus 30%. Water Resistance, plus 40%. Earth, Wind, and Thunder Resistance, 0. Light Resistance is up 60%. I told you guys 100%. If you pulled Lena, if you went after her, this is kind of where she's going to shine. Now, once again, after this, who knows how often she's going to be useful. I do get the feeling she's going to be useful in Record Buster fairly frequently. We'll have to see how that works out, but, prepare. That's all I'm saying. So, single target, light, magic units, because, magic is 0, physical is up 30, so you have to debuff magic to do really well. 7th Zone is back. We talked about this last week in the data mines. We already got all the information on that. I will cover that later because I don't recollect exactly what happened in the data mine video. I know we got all the info on it, but we'll probably get some more information tomorrow. And finally, Record Buster is back. We have War Game. Record Buster almost always follows that. And it's a dark type, so you need to work on your light teams. I'm just going to guess that she's going to be light resistant and probably magic. Weak to light, and I'm going to guess weak to magic. Usually she's weak to physical. But I'm just guessing they want you to pull in the Lena unit, even though they just put her in the general pool. I'm guessing that's what they're going to want you to do. But there's no information on that. That is just 100% pure speculation. So tomorrow we're going to get Record Buster, we're going to get Familia Rush, we're going to get 7th Zone, and we're going to get some crazy stuff. I think the login bonus will probably kick in, if I had to guess, probably on, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so yeah, Friday. and then you'll get that login bonus. Then the day of next Friday, when the anime drops, you should be getting that 4-star 11 draw ticket. So good luck on that, guys. Go do it. Don't forget the other thing that isn't mentioned here, this coming weekend, it isn't in the notes, this should be the final part 3 of the season 2 anime reruns, which means Haruhime should be in that banner too. I gotta throw that in before you summon. I completely forgot. It's not in the notes here. I don't think they talked about it on the live stream, but I mean, it makes sense. Next week is the new anime. If you do not have the OG Haruhime, this is a great time to get her. So save some Iris for that completely, guys. I think tomorrow's Before You Summon video is going to be huge. Absolutely huge. So stay tuned for all that, guys. That's the video, though. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. Like, comment, and share. I will catch you all on the next one, which is coming up shortly. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, guys. 100% stay tuned.